New Parliament politics rages on. Mamata Banerjee draws inauguration day parallel to Nehru's first cabinet. RJD mocks the Sengol. A murder most foul in the heart of Delhi. Teen stabbed to death by jilted lover. 20-year-old Sahil arrested by Delhi police. Key details of FIR against wrestlers accessed. FIR says cops alerted stir will hit national prestige. Reveals wrestlers broke barricades. Prime Minister Modi government to complete 9 years. Over 50 rallies planned across India. 12 BJP bigwigs to woo voters in states. Congress assures mega 2024 win against Modi. Congress Chief Kharge meets Ashok Gehlot. Can he calm Congress desert storm? Sachin Pilot to also meet High Command. Delhi High Court issues notice to Yasin Malik on NIA plea seeking death penalty. Notice to be served through Tihar jail authorities. Chandrayaan 3 reaches Sriharikota for journey to moon on ISRO's powerful GSLV Mk3 rocket, launch slated for June. Manipur on the edge after a fresh spat of ethnic violence. This is what we are getting in right ahead of Amit Shah's visit to the violence-hit state. Kuki terrorists as well as Meitei tribes allegedly carrying weapons set many houses and cars on fire in Serau and Sungunu. Angry mobs also stormed into BJP MLA K. Raghumani's house as well. Amit Shah will be leaving for Manipur today for a 3-day tour. Will be meeting local community and party cadre and also hold a meet with security department's top officials over the ensuing spate of violence. Many questions arise, viewers, at the back of this. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said that around 40 militants have so far been killed by security forces during retaliatory and defensive operations. But a question also now needs to be asked of the authorities and the state government there. This is an abject failure of law and order situation. Meanwhile, a Congress delegation as well will meet the president over the Manipur violence.
Amit Shah is coming to Manipur for the 3 days. So we request and appeal to him to take the necessary steps and action as early as possible in his journey, because this is not a time to negotiate and this is not a time to talk about the peace, because if this action is not taken to the earliest, the Manipur will vanish.
सर मणिपुर सिचुएशन के लिए क्या ब्रीफ करने वाले हैं सर?
उसके लिए हम मंगलवार के दिन प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया से टाइम पूछे हैं. हम जाकर डेलीगेशन में जाकर उनसे मिलेंगे और मिलकर उनसे ये सारी चीजें बताएंगे.
My colleague Afrida, who's been in Manipur tracking the violence through the course of many days, joins us on the phone line. Afrida, will you take us through what's the latest, what's the current law and order situation right now in the state?
Yes, Preeti. The situation is very tense here. Right now also the gunfight is happening in the Sugnu area between the 38 Assam Rifles and the Arambai Tengal militant group, alleged militant group, whatever say. And there are some few more militant groups are involved in there. So we are getting information from the Sugnu area right now. The violence have occurred in that area, particularly since yesterday. That area has been in turbulence. We have visited today, and it seems that uneasy calm is there, and everywhere the rescue operations are going on through the relief camps. The people were being taken, Meitei people were being rescued by the Assam Rifles to their safe locations. Even the cookies were being rescued by the Assam Rifles. So these are the things going on right now. Situation is still very tense.
You know,
and
Afrida, we don't want
to
to...
today.
We don't want to sound alarmist, but like you pointed out, situation is very, very, very tense. I want you to elaborate further on this. There seems to be a narrative that is being set that these are cookie militants who are involved. Will you give us some perspective? Because there seems to be a huge disquiet where the cookies are concerned, especially where the Methi tribe comes in.
See, today we have went to the Sugnu area where we have witnessed, especially I have witnessed, that the civilians were also carrying the guns and guns were there. They are saying that it is a armed licensed gun for their self-defense, but whatever we did, and then more and more guns has been looted from the police battalion or this training center on 4th May itself, but there has no action till now from the state government as well. And yes, today also when I just landed from the airport, I have seen in front of my hotel only that a few protesters were coming on the street and they were trying to loot the guns from the Manipur commandos. So these are the things going on, and it's very surprising.
What are the areas, Afrida, what are the areas where maximum violence is being witnessed? So basically what you're seeming to suggest, it's absolute anarchy on the roads of Manipur.
Yes, completely. And the Sugnu areas in the Kawal district, this is under is very tense today, and since yesterday the violence occurred there, and houses got burned, one side industry got burned, and things are going on, and especially Imphal is cool calm, although the protesters were coming out and they are trying to create some, but army here is active and they are trying to control the situation. But when you just enter into the periphery area, it's still not calm there.
The peripheral area is not calm, but Afrida, your hotel, which you said that you saw, certain people trying, that's Imphal. You're talking about Imphal. Yes. That's the state capital.
Imphal Valley in the morning, yes, at around 9 o'clock. It happened in front of my eyes.
What happened, Afrida? Will you take us through that and tell us exactly?
Hundreds of protesters were there. What I have witnessed, hundreds of protesters were there. They are trying to loot the arms from the police vehicles, that is Manipur commandos. What I have learned from the civilians out there, and they were then their firing took place, and that has been done. Situation is under control. Was under control.
All right, Afrida. What are the questions that are now being raised? Because this has been festering for days at end. It raises huge questions on the governance of the state and Biren Singh.
See, when it comes to the governance, there are a few points where it needs to be addressed. The state government has to behave like the government has to behave like the guardian of the state, especially the CM has to behave like in a sense, he has to project himself as the guardian of the state. He can't be the CM of one community. Moreover, he has to see the state is under such a situation where both the communities are fighting with each other. Whatever may be the circumstances, like the poppy cultivation, alleged poppy cultivations and two groups and all the involvements, it can be discussed. But the thing is now, the CM has to take the confidence of both the groups, that is Kuki and the Metis, to put the situation under control, which I can see the earliest possible solution. But the thing is that the government here is like, what I can see, it's like they are talking about one community, which I think we need to address both the communities' problem. Both the communities need to be considered, as he is the guardian of the state.
There's a lot of questions that are being raised on the leadership of the Chief Minister of Manipur, Afrida. For our viewers who are, a little clueless on what has gone down, because, of course, to quote a cliche, the tyranny of distance there. Will you give us a background on what started the violence, which started many weeks ago? Can you talk us through it and tell us exactly, what went down?
The Indigenous Tribal Forum has called for the Solidarity March on 3rd May, as it has come to in various reports as well. And that march has turned into a violent. violence, and since then, since 3rd May, it has started, and since then it is still tense. And when I spoke to this Meitei people, they are saying the Kuki people are upset with the fact of the SC status which has been demanded by the Meitei community. And when I spoke about the Kuki community, with the Kuki community, they are saying that they don't want NRC, and they are saying that they don't believe also on the migration issue, because they say that it is they are divided by the international boundaries and the national boundaries, and they are moving on the same land. And interestingly, these are the things which need to be addressed by the Chief Minister, because there are migrant issues in Manipur which cannot be neglected. But the thing is, they are also saying on front of the camera only, that they don't believe on migration. They are moving on the own land, Kuki community especially I'm talking about, and they are separated by the international boundaries like Bangladesh, Myanmar, and India. And in
there's a sense, Afrida, which is right now coming in from the cookies. That sense seems to suggest that they don't trust the leadership, which is the Chief Minister, because he belongs to the Meitei community.
Yes, the Kuki community have lost their confidence, and you can see that the 10 MLAs have already submitted their demands for the separate administration. There has been a press conference also by all those 10 MLAs. So they have already demanded for the separate administration. But separate administration or separate state cannot be the solution. The solution has to be the integrity between the two communities who need to live in the state of Manipur together.
Frida, appreciate you joining us. You stay safe, and we're going to continue to come back to you. What I'm going to do right now is, for our viewers, play a ground report that my colleague Afrida Hussain filed from Manipur. She's one of the very few journalists of the national media reporting and getting us an hour-to-hour update. Things like she pointed out right now, very, very, very tense, to quote Afrida Hussain, my colleague.
Here at Sugnu, an area where the recent violence took place, you can see that the bullets, handmade bullets are here, and you can see the landmines are over there. I will show you the situation out here, and you can see how the civilians are using the guns for the self-defense, and I will show you the landmines over here. This is the local made mines which they use during this whole violence. So you can see that one plywood industry has been burned down, and lots of houses has been burned down here. The situation is still very tense.
Well, the Home Minister is to be in Manipur and trust us to get you the latest there where Manipur is concerned. With that, I want to quickly shift focus to the other developing news that we're tracking closely, and that is the internal rift in the Congress-led Rajasthan government. Right ahead of the crucial meeting with the High Command, Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot has attacked Sachin Pilot, saying that the top brass will not give away important portfolios to anyone and everyone just because they ask for it. Here's more.
The Congress is caught in a desert storm. The battle between Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot and his former deputy Sachin Pilot could sink the Grand Old Party in Rajasthan elections later this year. Aware of the possible repercussions of the duel, if it goes unchecked, the Congress High Command summoned the warring satraps to Delhi on Monday for a meeting. The Congress will find it tough to chalk out a peace formula in the electorally crucial Rajasthan, with both sides sticking to their hardline position. In fact, ahead of his meeting with the High Command, Gehlot once again fired a salvo at Pilot.
कांग्रेस पार्टी तो मजबूत है कि ऐसी स्थिति नहीं आई कि आप किसी को मनाने के लिए ऑफर करो, आप कौन सा पद स्वीकार करोगे। ऐसा आज तक ऐसे कभी हुआ नहीं जिंदगी में, ना कभी होगा। कांग्रेस बहुत मजबूत संगठन है, आज भी हाईकमांड बहुत मजबूत है।
Pilot, on the other hand, has raised the stakes by taking out anti-corruption Padyatra on the eve of the Karnataka elections, ignoring all warnings issued by the High Command.
तो हम लोगों ने विपक्ष में रहते हुए आरोप लगाए वसुंधरा जी के कार्यकाल में जमीन घोटाले, शराब घोटाले, भू माफिया, खान घोटाला, उस पर जांच क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, ये समझ से परे है। 1.5 साल से मैं चिट्ठी लिख रहा हूँ, आग्रह कर रहा हूँ, कोई कार्रवाई नहीं हो रही। और अब सफाई देने की वजह नहीं है, 6 महीने में चुनाव है, पब्लिक के बीच में जाएंगे तो क्या जवाब देंगे।
The Rajasthan Congress is in a state of flux. Rajasthan is one of the 4 big states where the Congress is in power on its own. It is vital for the Congress to retain power in the state ahead of the Lok Sabha elections in 2024. And unless Gehlot and Pilot agree to a ceasefire, the Congress campaign could be doomed even before it starts. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let's take you now to Rajaji Marg. That is Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress President's residence. Joining me from there is my colleague Rahul Gautam. Rahul, as we speak, I believe Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Kharge, Sukhwinder Randhawa, who's in charge of Rajasthan, as well as Ashok Gehlot are there. Has Sachin Pilot also come in?
Well, not yet, Preeti. As we speak, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi, Sukhwinder Randhawa and Ashok Gehlot, these are the 4 leaders who are right now present inside 10 Rajaji Marg, and they are holding deliberations. Now, this is going to be a very important meeting. We all know that how this rift in Rajasthan Congress has been getting delayed because of n number of reasons. Earlier, the Congress party had said that it is because of Bharat Jodo Yatra, and after the culmination of Bharat Jodo Yatra, they're going to decide about the fate of Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. Later on, they said that it is Karnataka elections and they are very crucial, and therefore it is going to be happening after that. But now, finally, the top brass of Congress party, that obviously includes Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi, have now decided they're going to sit on table along with these 2 leaders, Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. They're going to decide as to how they're going to put the house in order and going to end this infighting. But you can expect, but you can see and you can imagine the situation here that it seems that Congress party can't even risk inviting the 2 leaders at the same time, on the table. It is only Ashok Gehlot who is meeting at this point of time, and it seems that what we're given to understand that after this meeting will get over, then Sachin Pilot would come and meet High Command. So this is the situation. Obviously, it's a difficult task before Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi, but it seems that you can expect that this is going to be a decisive day as far as Rajasthan Congress is concerned, because it seems that the camp of Sachin Pilot is insisting that they should be given clarity as to what is going to be role of Sachin Pilot post-assembly.
What are you picking up?
Is he going to become a PCC chief?
Rahul, what are you picking up? Because it does seem one thing is very clear. Because Ashok Gehlot has already laid the ground before this meeting, saying very clearly, and the kind of statements that he's given, that there's nothing doing. There's no way that the twain shall ever meet where Rajasthan is concerned. Is the High Command once again going to try and reiterate to Sachin Pilot that he take a party position which is national? And what is Sachin Pilot's view on that?
You rightly pointed out that it was a clear attack by Ashok Gehlot on Sachin Pilot, wherein he said that you can't dictate terms and you can't really ask for any post or responsibility to High Command. You can't really, in a way, he was saying that you can't really blackmail High Command by doing these yatras and by doing these unshuns. It is only going to be the sole prerogative of High Command who are going to decide your fate, my fate, and going to give responsibility in the upcoming polls. So obviously, what we are learning from our sources that there is a formula, on which both the leaders are being, they're trying to get them on board. One is that Sachin Pilot should become PCC president, Gobind Singh Dotasra should become a deputy chief minister, which is going to be a judge, deputy chief minister, and then PCC chief Sachin Pilot would be having more say in terms of tickets distribution, and if in case his people are going to get elected as more MLAs, then MLAs
Rahul,
can decide and he could become chief minister.
That's the point that comes in because he was PCC chief earlier where Rajasthan was concerned. Will Ashok Gehlot be okay that he be PCC chief? Because when the elections come in, the ticket distribution is something that Mr. Gehlot would want abject control on.
Well, it seems that Congress party is completely in split when it comes to deciding Rajasthan, because it seems that as Rahul Gandhi himself said, that both leaders are asset to the party, and therefore they would not want any one of them to leave the party. So Congress party is trying to balance between the two leaders. You rightly pointed out that back in 2018 also Sachin was PCC president. However, Ashok Gehlot was appointed as chief minister. What is going to happen this time? This time the camp of Sachin Pilot won crystal clarity as to what is his going to be role. It seems that Congress party is indicating that they're going to fight these elections on the policies, on the achievements of Ashok Gehlot tenure. So is it going to be Ashok Gehlot? Are they going to declare anyone who's going to become the chief of campaign committee? These are the main areas, grey areas, which Sachin Pilot would want in some clarity as to how he's going to play his role in the upcoming polls. But it seems that as his camp has been suggesting and insisting that this matter has been delayed for long, and time has come that decision should be made for everybody's clarity and everybody, so that everybody can decide or their own path ahead.
All right, Rahul, what we're going to do is we're going to come back to you, because what is Sachin Pilot threatened? Not really as a threaten, but, it could be a warning, threatened, or whatever one might want to read into it. But after completing his yatra in a rally, Sachin Pilot has warned of a statewide agitation if his demands are not met. Those demands have already been openly mocked by the man on your television screen on the right-hand side, Mr. Gehlot, the chief minister. So what happens? One thing we can say for sure. After this meeting, whatever is decided will be the penultimate of what happens in Rajasthan. It's going to be this way or that way. A quick break. Stay with us. On the other side is our fact check segment.
The heart of India's tech industry hosts a tectonic event. The latest updates in technology and innovation. The biggest names in Indian tech under one roof. From AI to 5G. From EVs to data security. Discover how technology is transforming our lives. Catch all the action at the BT Tech Today Congress in Bengaluru on June 2nd. Live across the Business Today multiverse.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Welcome back. You're watching our fact check segment where we bust fake news and we'll put forward a picture which is fake. Right after the protest and the detention of our wrestlers, a picture made the rounds of Vinesh Phogat along with her sister Sangeeta Phogat smiling after being detained. This picture has been digitally altered using Face app. These are not pictures where they were smiling. They were altered using Face app technology. So fake news there. This picture was circulated across social media yesterday as a picture seeming to suggest that both the ladies, after being detained, were smiling while they were in detention. Nothing like that. They were not smiling. Fake news. A quick break. Stay with us. On the other side, to the point.
From 604 levels, what is the kind of upside that you expect?
I feel that there could be at least 20% upside to be made from the current levels.
How long will it take for that 20% upside? Does an investor really need to have a lot of patience to get to that level?
I think what we have covered in a stock, what we feel in a year's time, this target should be easily achieved. That is what we feel.
Okay. What are the key challenges that LIC still faces that the other private players are perhaps better at this point in time? Is it the foray into the health insurance space that could, unlock value for the company going forward from here? What exactly is it that will really, bring back its mojo?
I think two things. I think if you look at the current quarter results, I think the new policy premiums has been in a downward journey. I think versus the other companies. So I think that is one thing which they need to improve. That is one thing I feel that. Secondly, I think as you rightly mentioned that I think if they get into a healthcare segment and that could be a value unlocking for them and that